Don't know, Brian. That's don't really know, and and that trends more toward exciting than worry in my mind. There's a lot to work with there. I think I told you the story of our practice the day before the Old Spice. Dan Dockich was down there with the ESPN people, and we practiced, and Dockich comes up and goes, "Who's number so-and-so?" I said, don't, and he had great practice. He said, "He's really good." I said, "He's ineligible right now. Don't screw me up. I don't want to hold him out." And he had moments like that the first month of the season, where he and Eric on the blue team gave the white shirts everything they could handle. He had the stress reaction, like Abro. He's the youngest guy. Obviously, I was really smart, redshirted him in his first year and not his second year. Really got smart on that one. And when that rule changes, could we call that the brick? Never mind. But Brian, I'm excited where he could go, as I am Dragovich. Both of those guys in the 4 workouts. I left after that first workout. I said, "Boy, those guys have made strides." Now, the great thing about them, they're looking and going, they're excited too, because playing time has been on the table all summer. And they knew about it. I told them privately about Abro's situation. So I said, "Hey, that first 4 games too, we're really going to have you guys in there." So, but Jaron's got a lot to work with, and he's come a long way in just a year. And the bodies, he had to get stronger and older, and the body's changed.
Going back to when you first started here 12 years ago, just how has the program met or exceeded or not met expectations in your blueprint?
Yeah, that was a great question. I think when I got here, we hadn't been in the NCAA tournament in 10 years. And that was the thing to get back. And I inherited a heck of a group. Fortunately, they listened to me a little bit, and maybe they didn't listen to me all the way, and that's why we did get the bid. But we got back in the NCAA tournament, and then we had a pretty good run of 3 in a row. Then we went to 3 NITs, and we were kind of back on our heels a little bit, trying to figure it out. And then we've come off that mat pretty good. And I guess getting to the tournament initially, because that's credibility. Especially, I did not know when I got out here that we hadn't been in the tournament in 10 years. I would have said Notre Dame's probably hadn't been in since '95. That's a long time to lose momentum in college basketball. In the midst of that, we joined the Big East in 1995, probably a little late. So we lost a lot there. After getting a bid, then can you be a consistent factor identity in the Big East? I think we have that. I think we've been a consistent player in that. We have a style of play. We're there pretty much annually. We've learned to play deeper in New York. We've gotten to those Friday nights. And as far as going further, the last part of your question, the things I think about and want us to strive for and try and figure out ways to push us forward is playing on Saturday night in New York City in the Garden. Our program has not done that. We played in the semis, and the Garden is playing our league tournament there is the sexy thing about this league. I've said to our guys, I wonder what it'd be like to cut the nets down in the Garden on Saturday night. And then playing deeper in the NCAA tournament, getting into that tournament and playing deeper. We've gotten to a Sweet 16. We've won a first-round game. We've been bounced in the, and that's all a psychology of can we be loose and how do you prepare them better? How do I prepare them better to go deeper there? So I guess deeper in the tournaments is the thing I think about and how to. And someone asked me last year, said, "Well, the regular season Big East, maybe you got to." I said, "Well, if you let off the gas in the regular season Big East, all of a sudden you lose 6 in a row and you don't get a bid. So you can't. Nobody's. Maybe every now and then there's a team that can shift gears in the league, but I don't think so. I think you got to keep going, and then try and use that momentum to move forward. So that would be it, kind of in a nutshell."